So one day I was sitting there, staring at the wall, trying to think of what to do next. What if I tried live streaming? What would I live stream? There is that list of things that I want to do around my base, so I ran the appropriate cables, figured out how OBS works, and set up the first live stream. This is my first live stream ever. Sorry, I can't figure out how to get the little timer in the corner to work, but that's not gonna stop me from doing what I'm here for. Today, I'd like to improve my base some, as the thumbnail and title would indicate. So I've made a list of things that I want to improve about this place, and put them on the wall of things to do. Behind each of these wool is one task that I'd like to accomplish for my next episode, and I plan on tackling each of these things during some live streams, which means that I should definitely reveal this very first one. Today's task is building a zombie spawner farm, and the red wool just indicates we haven't completed it yet. I'll swap it out for green once we're done. But wait, where is the spawner? You see that hole up there? That goes about 15 blocks into the side of this wall, and there's a spawner back there. Yep, here it is. This was the very first spawner I ever found in this world. I can't build a spawner farm without clearing out the area first. Okay, what do we need now? We need a trench, and then we'll get to the signs. So, I'm using an etho design, or at least an etho-inspired design for this collection area. One where you have two sides pushing towards the center, and they drop down into a trench and flow in one direction. And now we need some signs. I then dig towards where the water ladder and collection area will be. We want it to be directly in line with this trench so that it's a lot easier to, move the mobs around. This would be where the mob elevator is, so we'll mark that by that, and they'll go up, go over a few, then come down. This will be where they fall. We'll need a sign here, and a sign here. We are starting at 15, so 15 plus 21 is 36. We need to go up to, we're at 36, and we'll do that with a water ladder. Whew, this is hard to see. Oh no, I just realized something. Well, I guess that's why they call it the first live stream, because I've just been broadcasting for 53 minutes to nobody. Oops. I forgot to click the start broadcasting button. Oh well, quick refresher. Ah yes. This thing I've been working on for nearly an hour without you. This is a spawner, and I'm turning it into a farm. Okay, well, let's continue then. Wow, this is riveting live stream content. You can hardly see anything, and so can I. There's the sign, so we need to go 4 more blocks. This should be the top, and that should mean we can dig straight down here and land on the collection area, or at least the spot we want to put the collection area. Yep. Okay, that's right. Now we need to figure out exactly how we want to shape this collection area. And after some digging, I settled on this. What shape should this room be? Rectangular. That'll probably be fine. I think I know what I'm gonna do for the walls. It's about the most convincing arch I can do at this scale. Maybe we'll push those out a little. That's okay looking. Yep, I think that's acceptable. And then I realized somebody left a chat. Oh hey, finally a comment. So, essentially, I accidentally, wasn't broadcasting for like an hour, and yeah, I'm building a spawner farm. Lifeless Gray ended up hanging out for the rest of the stream while I finished building the collection area. I don't think I want to do a copy of these arches back here, even though I could fit it in, because it would make the ceiling even weirder, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. Maybe I just make a little squared off entrance area, and which side do I want to put my chests in? I guess I'll put them in this side. Let's see, how are we gonna do this? Yeah, we'll just place that there, and There. And once I placed in the ceiling, that should be fine. Now, all that's really left to do is make it functional by placing water, punching out torches, and sealing the chamber. Hey! Oh yes, it's perfect. So yeah, it's kind of a useless farm at the moment because of, you know, me being in beta 1.3, but it'll be useful in the future. Try not to spoil the next sign. There. Surprisingly, I only lost 1 subscriber to this kind of mediocre attempt at a live stream, but then again, it's only the first. Thanks for coming by, Lifeless Gray. Ooh. Pig. Hello, and this is the second live stream I've ever done. Well, I guess we'll get started. This stream is going to be focusing on whatever's behind this wool block. So I guess we'll reveal that. Yep, today we are building a new collection area for my hostile mob farm. If you can't tell, this collection area has been damaged several times, and I've only kind of been cobbling it back together, knowing that I was going to do this, and well, the same for that one too. So we're gonna tear these out and start working on the new versions. I blocked off the mobs falling down, and then I removed the chambers. I'm pretty much happy with the design, well, you know, the general design of these. It's just, I'm gonna make them out of a little bit less flammable material than wood. Sandstone and wood, but not flammable, you know, the slabs. That'll work. The mobs are getting angry at me. Well, we can just leave a 1/2 block gap up here. I don't think it'll cause that big of an issue. Yeah, that'll work. Boy, these mobs are getting angry. You know, there's a lot up there when the sounds start overlapping, and yeah. I then replaced the other 3 sides of spawner 1, of course. Okay, that's the easy part. Let's see, do I have any signs? Oh man, I forgot to start the timer. Oh well, I do know how to start it this time. Last stream I couldn't figure it out. I'm gonna start off by placing a sign there. Then we need to place one there, there. Place a sign there, place a sign there, one there, and one there. So the goal is to use 1 lava source to catch all the mobs on fire, no matter what spot they are at in this chamber. Because having lava kill the mobs is a lot easier than killing them yourself. How far can lava flow in this version? Okay. 1, 2, 3. So 4, including the source. That means we are going to have to place the lava within the chamber. Or we could do 2 lava. I think 2 lava per chamber would be preferable. And then we need to place one of these signs on the side of another so that we can still access that and place that in. Sign, 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 and then... Okay, I like the looks of this. Well then, let's unleash the horde. Well, it is dropping some. I'm okay with that. The only problem is I'm gonna have to test it out on the second one before I come to a conclusion. This may just be a waste of time, but you know, something I've wanted to try for a while. Of course, I did the same thing to the second spawner, blocking off the mobs, tearing down the walls of the old chamber, placing those walls, and placing the signs in lava. It's time to bust this one open. Oh yeah, that leaves plenty of drops. Wow, these mob farms might actually be safe now. Man, this might be the best upgrade I've ever done to a farm in a version this old. And then I had a visitor. These can go back in here. Hey, so, I just kind of got done with what I was doing, and I was about to end the stream, but I'll show you. I then spent some time showing Lifeless Gray what I had accomplished, and then I headed over to end the stream. So I did the new hostile mob collection areas, and that worked well. that was a success, and now that leaves us with 6 more things on the list. So yeah, I'd say that this was a much more successful live stream. Oh, and I figured out how to restart the timer and all that. I just forgot to start it at the beginning of the live stream, and I didn't realize till like 30 minutes in. So yeah, I'll have to write a note and stick it on my microphone to say start the timer. So thanks for showing up these 2 live streams despite their imperfections and my lack of experience. Oh yeah, I'll definitely have the timer set up. Well, I mean, it's already set up, I just forgot to start it. Matter of fact, I can start it right now if I can figure out how to make it work. Tools, scripts, start. See? It works. I just forgot to start it. So yeah, I'll see you Saturday then. Stop that and reset it for next time. And let's see. Okay, there's the end broadcast button. Oh, by the way, this is episode 12, Decreased Imperfection. Hey, I remembered to start the timer this time. I'm playing a new version, beta 1.4. I guess it's time to reveal the 3rd item on the ball of things to do. Yep, like the zombie farm, we're gonna build a skeleton farm. The only problem is I don't remember exactly where the skeleton farm is, or the skeleton spawner. Just grab some things that I definitely will need, and we'll head off. To put it in perspective, it's been like 3.5 years since I've visited this spawner, so yeah, just finding it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. That statement would end up ringing so true that I would end up searching, and searching, and searching, and searching, and searching, and searching. And I still didn't find the spawner. And Beastmaster showed up. Hey, it's Beastmaster. So, I'm trying to find a skeleton spawner that I haven't been to in 3 years, and I'm struggling with it. Well, yeah, but I understand you should probably always be here if you're supposedly my greatest fan, which you definitely have proven. But, you know, every once in a while there's something that may be a little more important than sitting here and watching me. Not every viewer has to be an every video viewer. I'm just here to entertain you every once in a while. And after that, I kept on searching, and searching, and searching, and searching, and searching. And I still failed to find the skeleton spawner. Oh hey, new guy. First one of these I've seen. Hello. Did you get all the sheep? Oh well, we did not successfully make a skeleton spawner farm this stream. Therefore, we'll mark it with brown. I was gonna use orange, but oh well. Good night. Thanks for watching. We'll definitely find that spawner next stream. Hopefully. Hello. Last stream wasn't really successful. I thought that I would be able to find that spawner, and apparently I was wrong. So wrong that I ended up spending a few hours yesterday looking for it, and I still couldn't find it. So I'm gonna have to change up my plan, meaning that we're gonna have to break this, get rid of that idea, and bring in a new one. Did I spell museum? Yeah. So we're going to be updating the item museum today. I then collected some items, went to the museum, and started building the addition. Okay, well that part's complete. First off, I gotta figure out what exactly I want to include in these. This one will be for beta 1.3, and this one for beta 1.4. There are 6 new items that I need to add to the museum. We're gonna have to go back to the main base to grab some of these items. This should be all the things that we need for beta 1.3. I still haven't seen a pink sheep. Supposedly they were introduced in this version. I found a few brown sheep, but not a pink one. So, first item, sandstone slabs. Boy, my game is lagging. That's new. Well then, task manager maybe? Task manager in task? What about sandstone slabs would crash the game? Well, this looks about right. The sandstone is gone. Well then, I guess we're going back to the main base to get some more sandstone. Let's just risk 3 this time. Now, if that isn't the darndest thing, crafting sandstone slabs crashes the game? What? I'm just absolutely dumbfounded. Is it just sandstone slabs? Or is it all stone slabs? Crafting slabs crashes the game? I'm gonna take a short break and look at the wiki to make sure this isn't a known glitch. Well, there doesn't seem to be any reference to a glitch related to crafting slabs. So we're just going to, I don't know, try and update a version? Yes, that is a lot of lines of code. Please? Just please? Oh, okay. Oh, I am very relieved. It seems like that was a glitch, definitely with that version. So we'll put a bed there, then we'll put a sandstone slab, a cobblestone slab, and a double slab. It's supposed to be the version that has this texture on all four sides, but I can't really do that in this version, so we're just gonna do that and put a sign on it. Double slab. There we go. And a repeater. 1.3. That'll work. Oh wait, we're gonna have to list all the different versions of Beta 1.3 we played. This wasn't introduced in Beta 1.2. I just placed it in there on accident. Because of course, brown wool was introduced in Beta 1.2, but it wasn't obtainable in the game till, this version, Beta 1.4. And I guess we'll place one there just to say that it became obtainable. There. Those are the 4 different Beta 1.3 versions I played in this world. I'm pretty sure there's only 3 for Beta 1.4, and we've already played 2 of them. So for now, we'll just write down the Beta 1.4 versions that we've definitely played in. There. Now we need to go look for some mobs to finish the 1.4 section. It's about to get dark, so let's sleep before we go look for some mobs, because we're gonna need to find 2. If I want to do this the way that I want to do it. Of course, the 2 mobs that I'm looking for are the wolf and the pink sheep. I'm guessing the wolf is going to be the easier one to find. Now, of course, I can just craft a pink wool and put it over there, or dye one of these sheep pink, but I'd really like the satisfaction of knowing that the pink wool that I have on display is from an actual pink sheep. Well, at least us wandering around has an actual purpose this time. I'll settle for 1 if I can just find either the wolf or a pink sheep. I can call it there. I'll be happy with that. Hey, Beastmaster. So, I'm currently wandering around, not looking for a skeleton spawner, but instead looking for either a wolf or a pink sheep, or preferably both. Unfortunately, my efforts were entirely futile. I do have a pink dye. You know what? I just already have pink wool. I might just steal one of these pink wool and put it in the museum and then swap it out later. Watch me exit this space and find a pink sheep and a wolf after I've kind of given up on it. That's a pig. Well, I guess I'm probably not going to find them today. So I guess I'm gonna have to leave this display sad and pitiful for now. But then again, I did start off the stream without any sort of display whatsoever, so this is better than nothing. In one of my other worlds, I remember I had a zombie farm, and I decided for whatever reason, it was right near where my pumpkin farm was, so I decided, hey, I'll just build the entire farm out of pumpkins. It was a spawner farm, and I had the tube that goes up and goes over and then drops the mobs. It stuck up out of the ground, and it was just built entirely out of pumpkins. It was so dumb, but absolutely perfect. Well, didn't get all the items and mobs that we wanted for this, but we got enough done that I'm willing to call this a success. So, I guess that brings this stream to an end. Didn't really go exactly how I planned, but then again, I pivoted at the last moment. Of course, things don't always go to plan, but sometimes that ends up being for the better. So, I guess I'll see you next time. Quit interrupting. Yes, it's time to start getting started. Yes, that's definitely what I was trying to say. Last time we updated the item museum, and that was pretty successful. Time to unveil the 4th thing on the wall of things to do, which is making connections. Making connections. That could mean a lot of things. But specifically in this space, it's making things easier to get to from other places. For example, if I am in my storage room, say I need to go to the wheat farm. Currently, I have to go out this door, come over this way, jump through the water, go through the tree farm, and then I get over here. What if instead of going from the storage room to out here, there was a shortcut? Basically, what I'm saying is I feel like these outer areas should have a tunnel right here that connect each of them, which means I need 4 tunnels. The only problem is I would like for one day for each of these arches to have a tunnel going off that way to some other part of the world, just like I'd have down there. These tunnels can't exactly just go straight across. They're gonna have to go up and then down. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lines you up with the top of the tunnel. So each side of these new tunnels that I'm gonna dig have to go up 5 blocks in the span of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 blocks. That's convenient. That means we can just go up 1 block every 3 blocks in length. So that means I can start digging. I'm gonna start off with a 3 by 3 tunnel. Oh goodness, we're gonna have to deal with lava. Let's see. That should get us up to the next level pretty easily. I'm gonna place these. Yep, this is where the lava ends. But fortunately, it's a big pocket, and big pockets are easy to fill in. Because lava, it's easy to deal with if you can get at it from the top. Essentially, you just do this. You just place gravel. Yeah, I know. It's funny because falling blocks, they're technically an entity, which means they're like mobs, and in these older versions, that means they can catch fire. So you can have burning gravel. It's really funny. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be the peak, which means that the middle of the tunnel should be about here. Hey, you know what that is? That's a zombie farm. We're within 16 blocks of the spawner. Now on to the other end of this tunnel. Hopefully we don't run into as much lava over here. It's always kind of iffy trying to deal with lava. Ooh, yeah, we're getting close. Yeah, because this sandstone is the corner of the farm. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna have to turn these guys like all the way down. I better actually go kill these, because if I don't, they're gonna keep making noise. There. 1 tunnel is done. Now to go do, I guess, the other 3. The other 3 tunnels went just about as well, with plenty of digging, placing. There we go. Digging. Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be one of those pesky overhead lava pools. Finding lava. Placing. There. Digging, finding even more lava. Oh, fortunately this is the top of a lava pocket. Digging. And placing. Oops. And now we're done. I'm gonna take the long way back to the storage room. Today was a success. I wanted to make some connections here in the base and make it easier to get from one place to another, and I definitely did so. So we get to replace this wool with a nice and bright and shiny and green or lime wool, which means that this wall of things to do is half complete. So hope you enjoyed. If not, you don't have to watch the next stream. Thanks for hanging out for a while. Goodbye. Doggy. Time to get out the bones. Come here. Dog. Fine. You can also be a dog. Now, which one of you wants to sit in the museum for the rest of your life? You? Okay, 962055. Since you claimed it, you barked first. That's gonna be your job. You're gonna be the display dog in the museum. for the beta 1.4 section. I don't know what we're gonna do with you yet. You're just gonna sit around here for a while, I guess. Then we're gonna make a quick trip over to the item museum to drop our little friend off. Hey you, come over here, come over here. No, don't go over there. No, come back, quit being a rambunctious fool. We shall give you a bed, a floor bed. 962055, man's best friend. There. I forgot to record the intro. Well anyways, this live stream focuses on digging. Well, back to digging, and digging, and digging, and digging, and digging, and digging. This was probably the worst live stream. I didn't feel very good, and it was boring and digging all the way down to Y58. Ooh, like 10 levels. I take that back, we got 15 levels. There. Yep. That'll do. While we definitely didn't finish it, we got a good start. Good enough for me to justify... Get out of the way. Good enough to justify this... Get out of the way. Good enough for me to say that this stream was a success. Definitely started digging a hole, and will definitely complete it pretty soon. But I'm gonna do that on my own so I don't waste your time. What are you looking at? Do you know where any of your pink brethren are? And I'm not talking about pigs. No? Okay. I forgot to record the intro to this live stream as well. Oops. Basically, we finished the digging in the hole and start building a cactus farm. Say if we did that, and then a sand, and then a cactus, then that would be fine. Which includes placing the sand, then the signs and cactus. We'll place all the cactus that we have the signs placed for. Boy, I hope all these signs don't like chunk ban me or something. But considering they're blank, it probably won't. Yep, 2 more signs. One goes there, and one goes there. There. And then figuring out how the water goes. It took me like 4 tries, but I did eventually figure it out. Yep, I think this is a success. And to finish, we built a collection area. Cactus farm. Oh boy, we get to check off 2 things from the list at the same time. We get to say we successfully dug a hole and successfully built a cactus farm. Wow, today's live stream was very successful. I finally have a cactus farm, that hole is dug as deep as I need it to be, and I have emptied my tree farm. That last point will be important later. I mentioned earlier in the stream that the last live stream that I did, I just didn't really feel like doing it. I really didn't want to do this live stream either, but once I started doing it, things started working out. I'm glad I did this live stream. Even if, well, nobody even left a single chat, because now I have a cactus farm. So, guess that's it. Oops, I definitely forgot to record the intro for this live stream. It's okay, I've already done that several times during these live streams. So I'll definitely come up with something when I'm editing, rather than just, I don't know, recording the actual live stream for whatever reason. Because realistically, there's only so much you can show of this anyways, so as long as I get a few minutes of footage of me breaking wool and replacing it with dirt, I think I'll be fine. Okay, that's all the wool for those. The only thing is over there, I'm gonna remove all of that part of the tree farm, so there will be nothing in this quarter except for a bunch of slimes, because there's like 3 or 4 slime chunks right over there. So that'll be fun. While removing the tree farm, a viewer brought up the topic of monitors. Oh yes, 21:9, my favorite aspect ratio. It works out pretty well for the live streaming stuff because that means I have a giant chunk of space down at the bottom of the screen to do whatever I want, but I don't need that for the videos because I upload all my videos in 21:9 just because I like it. It's slightly more cinematic. Not that that really matters, I'm playing Minecraft, but I figure if I'm gonna record in 21:9, I might as well make the video in 21:9. But for the live streams, I can play around with it and use the extra space. No, this version does not have villagers yet. Those villagers don't get added till, I think, beta 1.8, but they don't start to function as villagers until, I think, like full release 1.1 or something like that. I haven't really looked into it too much because I'm not quite that far yet, obviously. Later, while removing the tree farm, I ended up bringing up the topic of capes. Speaking of new things in Minecraft, there's a new cape, I think it's the copper cape. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but oh man, that's a pretty good looking cape. I think it would be hilarious if somehow you got to use the TikTok cape on a version of Minecraft from 14 years ago. I think that would be funny. 25 slot tree farm, much more manageable. To start off, I think I'm gonna remove the middle line of torches from the storage room. Now the only problem is what happens if we walk out this way. Okay, so those will cross together, so that means we're definitely punching this row out, and that also means we're definitely punching this row out. Theoretically, we should just be able to punch out every other row, and there shouldn't be any hostile mobs spawning. And after much torch punching later, I decided to see if I liked the pattern. So that's what it looks like with the current number of torches, and that's what it's gonna look like if I remove every other row. I think I like that. I mean, the diagonal pattern is really cool, especially with smooth lighting turned off, but it's just so many torches. So I think I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, this'll be good. And then after punching, and a little bit more punching, I finally removed all the torches I wanted to. Yep, I like the way that looks. Now let's see how it looks with smooth lighting off. Ooh, you know what? I think this looks even better because, you know, the base is round and the pattern is square. They play off each other. It's like a very large man wearing plaid. Okay, back to smooth lighting. You know, this stream was very refreshing. I guess destruction time was very much a good idea. An idea good enough to call a success. We have a smaller tree farm, we have less torches in the way, things look better, and things are better. So yeah, destruction time is definitely a success. So I guess, well, I don't guess, I definitely will reveal this in the next live stream, which means that this live stream is coming to an end. Let's do one last check for a pink sheep. I mean, I know you're the black sheep of the family. Could you please point me in the direction of the pink sheep of the family, please? No? Okay, well, see you next time. I always get really nervous at the beginning of these. I guess that's only natural for someone like me. I'm a bit introverted if you can't tell. Ah yes, one last thing. One item remains. Lights and names. We're going to be lighting stuff up and naming things. And of course the things we're going to be lighting up are trees, and they're going to be around the base, mostly. So I went around lighting up some trees while talking to one of my viewers. Well yeah, I would use a shader, but beta 1.4 doesn't exactly have very much shader compatibility. But I definitely will once I get to a version that supports them. Plus I kind of like not having shaders. Yeah, I could use AI, but I'm not really a big fan of that either. Not to say that it isn't useful, and using it to figure out coding and all that sort of stuff is actually one of the better uses for it, but it's really just not my style. I ended up wandering around lighting up maybe a few hundred trees around my base and around the museum. There's one more tree. After I light up this one last tree, I'll take a short break and then I'll come back and start naming things. So let's make a few more signs and just start wandering around. Okay, where to start? Let's start with the closest one. This hill, I've been thinking about this name ever since I built this base, and it's surprisingly simple. There's a tunnel that goes through this hill that contains the record of all the different versions of Alpha that I've played in this world, so why not just call it Alpha Hill? Simple. Yeah. I don't have a name for this hill. I definitely have a name for this area though, or more so rounding the corner here. I guess we'll call this Grazer Corner. Yeah, I guess that's right. But still, there's one other feature over here I'd like to name. This is definitely an important spot in my world. This is where I started the very first video I ever made. So naturally, since this was the place of my very first video, we're gonna call it the second shore. Oh no, I already have second. We need shore. Yeah. And don't worry, I'll name the first shore a little later. Oh, by the way, most of these names are definitely in reference to that very first video. So if you want to watch the worst video that I've probably ever made and understand some of these references, then definitely go watch that video. And then I named several more places. So this will definitely be Etho Incline, Monument Valley, Laptop Falls, Oasis, what was Peaks? No, Crest, Oasis Shores, where the first shore is. It's actually within the base, and I dug it all up. The first shore is no more. First caves. There. How creative of me. There's another set of shores that I would like to name. Unknown Shores. I'd say this was a successful live stream. Of course, the goals were to light up things and name things, and we lit up a bunch of trees and we named a few places. And as you can see, with this wool, that completes the wall of things to do, at least for now. This was definitely an interesting experience. It was great, especially since Fire Norm showed up. Well, I guess that's it. This will probably be the last live stream until later this year, whenever that is. I'll see y'all next time. I didn't really know what to expect when I started that first live stream. Part of me hoped that nobody would show up, but Lifeless Grey decided to give me a chance. And then a few others decided to show up during later live streams, proving to me that there were at least a few of you that would want to see what I'm doing live. I'm thankful for that, and I'm glad I could entertain you for at least a few minutes. This random, totally not planned out for months in advance, idea that I had to try live streaming will definitely become a regular occurrence. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I plan on doing a live stream on December 12th, 2025, around 8 p.m. So, stop by if you think you want to.